Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about the fiery serpents. In Hebrew, Hanechashim HaSeraphim. In the book of Numbers 21 verse 5, we find people of Israel complaining in front of God and Moses. Why did you bring us up from Egypt to die in the desert? For there is no bread nor water, and we are fed up with the easy light bread, meaning the manna. And immediately comes a comment, and the Lord sent the fiery burning serpents, and they bit the people, and much of the people of Israel died. The question is, what does the term Hanechashim HaSeraphim, the fiery serpents, refer to? And what do the people of Israel complain about? They complain that there is no bread, meaning no yeast in the desert. There is no water. There is no sense of time in the desert, because everything you walk in the desert is the same. There's no trees, no development, sand and sand all over the place. And they're fed up with the manna, with the easy light bread, the broken easy light bread. What do the people of Israel speak about? Of what do they complain? On one hand, there is no bread. There is no yeasts. There is no puffness. On the other hand, there is no sense of time. We don't see any shops here because the story is not about historical event in the past. What is the sense of desert in us? There is no change. We don't see other pictures. We don't see other landscapes. Everything is the same. So there is no bread, there is no sense of puffness, yeast, there is no sense of time, everything is the same. And on top of it, we are fed up with the manna, with the easy light bread, lechem klokel. What is the meaning of lechem klokel? The word klokel, broken or easy or light, comes from two words, kal, kal. Kal is easy or light. Kal in Hebrew is 130, and the word klokel, kof lamed, is 260, like 10 times the tetragrammaton. So what do the people of Israel really complain about? They complain about the fact that what nourishes them in the desert, the manna, is mercy. Because again, klokel is 260, like 10 times the tetragrammaton. So it's light, it's broken bread, like a toast. It's very thin, and most of the calories are burned. There is no sense of volume, of puffness. You want us that our nourishment shall be from mercy, meaning just to be. You just want us to be. We don't have to perform, to make great PR, not to wear expensive dressing and a lot of makeup, puffed like bread. You want us to be slim people, not noticeable people, just to mercy and to be in the heart, with no aims, with no targets, without killing destination plan every day by the hour. This is what you want us to be. For this you brought us from Egypt, to be sin and mercy. An immediate response comes, and God sent the burning serpents, Hanechashim HaSeraphim. And the question is why? And the answer is simple. The same measure that they came with against Moses and God brought them the mirror back. You used a bad speech like the serpent in the Garden of Eden. You use a bad speech like him, and you get the same response. Whatever you put in front of the mirror, this is the image you're gonna get back. If you put a tree against the mirror, you will see a tree. And if you put a flower, you will see a flower. This is what you put And this is what you're gonna get. In Hebrew, the word seraphim comes from the verb saraf, to burn. To burn. So, הנכשים seraphim stands for burning thoughts that we have inside of our head. And when we speak them out, they're burned because they have no root in their reality. The book of Zohar says another interesting insight about all of this. The book of Zohar says that whenever we see those three terms, nechashim, serpents, seraphim, burning, and scorpions, akrabim, the text wants to imply that we are far from the tree of life. Again, whenever we meet those three terms, either nechashim, serpents or snakes, seraphim, burning angels, burning snakes, or akrabim, scorpions, we notice that we are far from the tree of life. Because about the tree of life, it says, nothing bad will harm you. So again, what is the story about nechashim seraphim? Those elements are not outside of us, they are inside of us. Whenever we have a bad speech and we complain that there is not enough volume of things around us, nothing is happening, everything is the same, and there's no huge events of our lives. It seems that everything in complete rest, and we don't see any spikes in our lives. We have complained why this is not happening and that is not happening, and the answer is simple. Not everything has to be immediately cashed in or immediately visualized. Life for itself are happening in the hidden. And whenever we have like bad thoughts and also bad speech, we can look at our thoughts, track those thoughts, track those speeches that we make outside of our mouth that our ear could listen, and we can track the inner serpent, the burning serpent inside of us. So this was a little conversation today about the burning serpents inside of us. We wish you a beautiful day and wonderful week.
Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.